is Russell Scott at scottcarvings.com, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my Chef Santa with a bowl rough out. This guy here. I'm going to do one of them. And like I said before, it comes with, if you purchase my rough out, you get the rough out, and you get the picture of the rough out in color. And so I will, as always, I start with adjusting the camera to make sure that light is good and adjustments are good, or as best they can be, rather. And what I like to start with a rough out, as I've mentioned other times, is that I'd like to find all the creases and put the creases in. We could put a little dent in that. I don't think I had a little too much of a twist. I think a little, or twist, I have some of a little bit of a twist, but I don't have much of a tilt. I think we can create a tilt on this. I like to. Let's go a little more. Let's put a little more in there. And again, the reason why we want to pencil, we're going to pencil and then V tool what we penciled in, because now this is obvious one right here, because we don't want to start carving and forget where all in or the separations are, and all of a sudden it becomes a big blob. So we are going to need to put in like this, for example, and he's got an ear. We're going to be doing some ears. Let's see how to, oh, yep. Oh, goodbye. He's got a little tipsy with the cooking sherry, I believe. And we want to make it so that it goes, this goes above the ears, so it will just touch the ear. Now I usually like to wait, but I could, we can do this now. Wait with the face. Face is usually last. I want to make sure we got something where the ear. And what I usually do is it comes down like this, like this. Come down around. We want one of these. Keep coming around. Now I want to be careful with, the ear. Put a little bit of something there for the ear to commit to. Now, what some people like to do, some students or people who purchase, is they would like, some may just cut this spoon off, and same with my little squatty Chef Santa, and then cut that off and then carve out a spoon, drill a hole and shove it in there. But I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I'm gonna, a little bit of the arm there. There's with a little bit of sleeving here. Come down, and I always like to leave this blob for now. We don't have to do anything on the inside yet, but I still would clean that up a little bit, because that's first thing is this. Second thing is taking the V tool, and the second thing taking, and the third is just cleaning it up, getting all the fur off. Once you get the fur off, it's like you're getting there, just like that. And then we're going to make sure we're going to commit to some pockets. He's got some pockets. In other words, when we clean this off, we want to make sure we have enough for the pockets. Pockets gives a little extra. Now here, what I want, it's right here is where the hand is. There's where the sleeve is, and there's going to be a thumb. I'll leave that kind of as a blob for now. I did give a little extra thumb because what happens is that when you hold on to the bowl, and we got the fingers coming underneath, holding the bowl up, and then the thumb kind of holding it together like this. And then I want to leave as much of this, when I V tool and clean, I want to leave as much as I can for the bowl. And then we got the feet and the pants here. A little bit of separation. And I think we are ready to V-cut. I need a little bit for the shirt that comes over the pants. And I think we can get underway with the V-cut. Now we got the pencil in. Yeah, there's this extra stuff here that you'll have to, that's really the most you really have to do a lot of digging. I believe my guy did, I think I had the feet separated on the pattern that he uses, and he can get that spindle in there, so he had to put some extra moosh on there. Yeah, I can separate that if I wanted to separate that for now. Okay, put my extra glove hand on. Glove hand, that's a dumb thing to. Chisel hand glove, there it is. Chisel hand glove. Let me give this a quick, doing a little, just a little quickie here. And let us begin. Now all my rough outs, what I do is I have, I take this little nub off. I always like to saw that off. Two reasons. One, you know, for you, it's extra, saves you extra time, especially when I'm teaching. And, you know, it's just that extra, less time you have to dig at that. And number two is, I found if I take that out of there, so I got a little more room to put more in. Actually, that little nubby thing there really kind of ruins things. I'm going to be a little higher. I'm going to take the out of there, pencil marks, just a little higher. We can always come back. I said he's going to tilt. Let's put that in there and let's keep that, in which this is going to actually go down. A little bit of the ear, just a little bit, just enough to tell when we get into cleaning, because cleaning, you really take it's almost brainless. I want to add it, and you want something just to show that, you know, slow down when you get to certain areas. Like I said, I learned that from a student when I took a carving class. with someone's roughouts, and all of a sudden it just turned into a blob. It turned into a blob. Start all over again. I mean, the whole idea of having the roughout is cleaning up and getting into, like I said, I'm gonna save that until it's time to do the face. I like to do that. And like I mentioned too, is sometimes I like to take some of the roughouts that I get when I order another batch, and I want to be careful here, because if his hand's going to come around, it's going to come around where his hand is open. So I am going to ignore my pencil mark and go right about here, because that's a smaller hand, because it's, and I'm going to put the sleeve here. And that's one good thing about penciling, is that you have a second chance when you start carving away. Now this hand, I'm gonna, and like I said, when I do the little bit of cleaning, this is gonna go around, because the spoon, a little bit like this, and his hand is gonna be tilted a little bit, but I still want some extra for that bowl. Now this is, like I said, a larger hand, because this hand is out. And it's going to be bumped like this because there's part of the bowl is the reason for that bump. And I want to be careful here. I'm going to use a little extra for the thumb. Don't worry, when we get into the hand, I'll be doing much more. And it is very interesting when you get to the roughhout. And playing the roughouts, I forgot to put the sleeve in here. Is that really once in the corner here, I forgot that, is that yeah, once you get it cleaned up, you're getting pretty darn close to done. Now, the reason why I put this crease in, which usually some carvers wait till the end, because it's kind of a detail, but the reason why is like so I can round it. So this piece is rounded this way, and this piece is rounded this way when we start getting into it. Continuing on. This hand. Do as much as we can for the bowl. We're going all the way around, mostly. Let's hit the pockets quick. Here. Yep. Here. To be careful, I don't want to make this too thin here. I'll work on that a little later. Like I said, generally I want to leave this as a blob, but I'll start it up. Like I said, I wanted this to have the shirt hang over. I still want the ribbons to come down. I got this very kind of a gaudy ribbon, because that's what's going to happen. Is that's the bib is going to come around here, and I leave way too much. It's always good to leave too much, depending on what you want to do. I'm going to do a different. I'm going to do more of a realistic cut, because in which I did not do here, but I've done that on my other carvings, is a realistic knot, because that's one of the things that I was taught later on, is that it's just takes just as much time to do a realistic knot than it does to do a funny knot, or an unrealistic or a folk art knot. So we're going to do that. Coming around, this and that. Okay. Get that in there. Or get that out of there. No, I think I got it, except for, like I said, the face. I want to save that till last. That's one good thing about doing a rough out, is that you're getting started, you don't have all of that those chips on the floor. Now we're going to start. Actually, that's what we're going to do, is we're going to take, I need to straighten out my knife here, because I got it. I don't know if you could see it. Can you see the little sharp, those little, like right there? I'm going to have to, I wonder, how does my other knife look? Keep working around. See, is that an anomaly right there? It's a burnt, or is it a burnt mark? And so I'm gonna keep on trimming away. Gotta keep on smoothing. All right, I just, I want to say, take the liberty of cleaning, cleaning the fur off. I always call it fur. I don't know why. I'm trying to use words that are comical or whatever. But I took as much of the router. I mean, it's not a saw mark. Router marks, where it's very furry, except for the face around here. I did a little bit of the beard. But I took some off, or as much off as I thought. I took all of it off, but there's quite a bit yet more here and there. So we're going to start in, and I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. And so now we're going to shape the foot a little bit. Let me bring this a little down. Like I said, I love this boom style tripod here, and I can just put it right there. I mean, you're looking straight down. Camera's bent just a little bit looking to the right, but it is virtually straight down. Okay, we're gonna get the foot going here, and let me get up close to there and shape that foot. Again, making sure all the marks are off. Fur is off. Make sure it's shaped the way you want it to shape it. Now this one here, he has a big foot. You can always make it as narrow as you wish. What we will do is what we usually do as soon as I get the marks off in here. Is I want to, this is the best way to concave or bend the feet in a little bit, just a little bit like this. Now I did take that as much as I could off of this in the center there, and center of the bottom center. So of course I should have mentioned, well, if you did not get all the saw marks off or the bit marks off, is to, well, shut the video down and catch up. Because I didn't want to video me taking the fur off. I don't think there's nothing really more. You gotta make sure you got a nice sharp knife, especially on the end grains here. Oh, I don't have my, do I have my, yes I do. Oh, oops, there goes my pencil. It's a good thing it's my pencil and not any of my other important tools. I do have a wood floor. I don't have any carpeting or anything like that. But this is my wood floor, so if any of my tools did go down, and while I'm doing the foot, I just want to work on the pants a little bit here. Sometimes that's what I like to do, is when I'm working with one thing, is work with the neighboring side. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to do a little bit of, whoops, wrong way, this way, pardon me, the grain. Lifting the toes up a little bit. Maybe you can do a lot of bit if you want. Excuse me. Now those are mostly cowboys have it really way up, but the sand is just a little. You better take this away. I'm gonna end up giving that one big blow, and off it goes, and or this one here, we'll look on that. Okay. I don't like that when, and I'm sure you don't like it either, when you put the knife down and you push. I mean, you want it to go in the wood and pull wood off, but sometimes it would scrape. It would just skirt across the surface. And it's kind of frustrating. Okay, shoe. Oh, we still got the other side. I forgot to do this. do this.